Hey guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be cleaning up 3 budget graphics cards, showing you how to do it, and seeing the variation in performance, in temperatures, and if there's a difference in frames per second on the graphics cards, whether it's clean or dirty. So right behind me, I don't know if you guys can see them too well, but I picked up 3 graphics cards here. I picked them up for $300. So $300 for 3 graphics cards. Alright, so the first graphics card up, well, doesn't really need an explanation. You guys know what this graphics card is. It's a 1660 Super. Super good graphics card for the price I got it for, especially. So it has 6 gigs of VRAM. I'm not sure if this one's GDDR5 or GDDR6. Next up, just a HP 1060 3 gig, so it's in an HP machine. Super good graphics card as well. Oh, I don't want to stand. Next up is this 970 I got here. I've already cleaned this one, and that's what made me think of this video. I was like, oh, I can show them how to clean them maybe. So yeah, we got the 970 with 3.5 gigs of VRAM. They're not really 4. First step, really, let's just clean these bad boys up, and then actually, first step, let's see how well they perform prior to the cleaning, these two at least. So the first card up is the EVGA GeForce GTX 1660 Super. So we're testing it before I clean it. We're mainly looking for thermals and the FPS numbers. Big shout out to Leather Turtle. Thanks for following the channel, and thank you for the time spy key. I really appreciate it. Alright, so now we're on the second test. Here's a little sound test for you on the graphics card when it's under full load. Keep in mind this is a open air, so the side panel is off. But yeah, it's hovering around 72C right now on the GPU. Alright, so it just got done running it. It got a graphics score of 5632. The GPU reached a max temperature of 74C. I gotta hate shaders, man. Alright, I'll get back to you guys when shaders are done installing. The graphics settings we're just going to be running in Cold War across both the graphics cards. We're going to just run details and textures, everything as high as it can go, and then everything else will be disabled, just so you guys know what we're running. So right now we're at 67C. Yeah, I'm trash. Don't mind my terrible snipes, I'm just trying to get good with the sniper. So as you see, these are the average frame rate numbers, 109, 195. Now let's swap over to that 1060. Alright, we just swapped in the 1060 now. We're just running 3D Mark, and I'll go over the results and everything. Alright, so the GPU temperatures are climbing, reaching almost 80C. So here's a quick sound test with it, 100% load. So here's the results. Got a graphics card score of 3,305. Not the best, but you know, for what I paid, which was $80 for the card. It's pretty good, speaking on those terms. Highest looks like it was 82 degrees C on the GPU. So opposed to the 1660 Super, which had a high of 74. This is fairly a bit hotter, but you got to keep in mind the cooler on this HP 1060 absolutely sucks. I think the max temperature this card has reached was at 75C in this game. The thing I like about 3D Mark so far is that it really taxes the GPU. It gets that thing running at full load the whole time during that test. Once again, shout out to that subscriber, Leather Turtle. I really appreciate it. Ha! Got him. Alright, so let's wrap this up. I'll show you guys how to clean these graphics cards, and then we'll look at the performance difference. We're done with the first set of benchmarks, and that was when the cards were dirty. Let's talk about cleaning now for a second. So what I use to clean my graphics cards and really any computer parts, I have like three main things. First being an electric air duster. So one of these, I actually picked it up a local deal, paid $20. These definitely save on money because the cans of air from like Walmart or something, those cost like $5 a can and they don't last long. This for sure definitely gets the job done. So this is number one on my list. Next up, it's a set of two items. First is like a little cloth you use like for detailing cars or whatever. You can pick this up at your local dollar store. Normally come in a pack of 2 for, of course, $1. And next is just some alcohol. I got this from Winco, not the drinking alcohol, sadly, just the rubbing kind. Just dab a little on the rag and scrub any thermal paste, dust, really anything to help clean up parts. Next up, you're gonna need some thermal paste. So right here I got Arctic Silver 5. A pack of 2 on Amazon is fairly cheap. I actually just got these. You're going to need to replace the thermal paste. It's going to help with thermals and therefore grant some extra frames in games, give or take a few. But let's get in the process of cleaning. First thing I like to do while cleaning graphics cards, or really any PC parts, is just a light dusting to remove any loose dust. And then I pinpoint all the screws and start removing them. Third step is then gently pulling apart the GPU, wiping off any dust and the old thermal paste from the PCB itself and the heatsink, and then once again going over it with the duster, then reapplying thermal paste. I just use my finger to spread it. I don't care how you guys do it. This works for me. Whatever works for you, just do that. And then we screw it all back together. So I'll just do that for both these graphics cards and we'll see the performance difference. So wrapping up the 1660, running the test Cold War and 3D Mark on when the graphics card was dirty, the highest average FPS we got in Cold War was 109 and the lowest being 95, but then the max temperature reaching 69°C while the card was dirty. And then after we cleaned it, the highest average was 106, the lowest was 101, but the max temperature being 3 degrees lower at 63°C. So you guys can decide. I see a lower temperature, but I also see a lower average, but then a higher average at the same time based off the 95 low on the dirty and the 101 low on the clean. After running Time Spy for the 1060 after we cleaned it, you can see it got a graphics score of 3336. So yeah, it reached a maximum temp of 82°C while dirty. After we cleaned it, the max temp looks like it's 79°C on the GPU. So that's a 3 degrees decrease in temperature, which is awesome. Alright, so just like we did when we first tested the 1060 when it was dirty, gonna be doing 2 runs with high settings, and then the last run will be on medium settings. And you can see a performance buff already. So just like last time, we were on all high settings on the textures and details, and we were not getting 60 FPS. It took us to drop down to medium settings just to get like 61 FPS. but we're on all high settings. Temperatures at 71. I think that's the maximum I've seen it. And we stay above 60, reaching the 70s sometimes. Now we will change it to medium settings though. Ooh, little 3-piece. Let's go. Alright, let's just wrap this video up. So ranking these cards from best to worst, we're going to start off with the 1660 Super. That one crushing 1080p and being also like a small little entry level card for 1440p. And then moving on, we have the 1063 gig being an awesome card for 1080p. Nothing good for 1440 really. You'd be pushing it. And then just good enough for 1080p is the GTX 970. Yo, what's up? If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. This video took me a while to make. A big shout out to Leather Turtle again for that 3D Mark key. It really helped with the making of this video. I'd appreciate it if you guys hit the subscribe button down below and come back next time. Peace.